Any funny arcade stories you've had? I think the funniest one is technically related to this little girl. I think the funniest story I got is that one day we were playing Initial D version 1 in the arcade. Me and my friends were super into Initial D at the time, and we were like absorbed by it, right? Like we all had our favorite cars and our favorite characters and all this stuff. So we went to the arcade one day to grind on Initial D, because Initial D had cards and you had progress and all this stuff, and there were a lot of people that played Initial D. Yeah, but we had a plan this time. We were going to emulate the gum tape deathmatch. So we went to CVS and we bought some gauze tape to wrap around our hands. And for anyone that doesn't know, the gum tape deathmatch is a downhill challenge in the show that Takumi and somebody, I can't remember who, they essentially challenge each other by taping their hand to the wheel so they can only turn so much, but they got to go as fast as possible. They're breaking their arm to try to make these turns and stuff, right? So that's what we did. We literally gum taped with gauze. The guy that ran the arcade, who was this very bitter man, was a very funny guy, ran the arcade. We were right in front of the arcade owner's like desk, and we were sitting there with our friends, and we gum taped our hands to the Initial D wheel. It was Shingo and his Civic, yes. And we gum taped our hands to the wheel, and we did downhill Akina, just like the show, and we were trying our best to like turn the wheel as much as possible and like bending our arms, and this dude was laughing his head off, and all these people get your finger out of your nose, and all these people showed up to watch us like playing the game like it was the show. It was very fun. Yeah, Simmons called him Old Man River. Yeah, he was a dude that looked like he was a dude that worked in an arcade that seemed like he just hated video games. Like he hated video games and he hated people that liked video games. So we got along with him. It was very funny.